Most people think respect comes from acting confident, speaking louder, trying to appear dominant. But usually, the more somebody tries to force respect, the less respected they become. Because people can feel insecurity far more than words. You see it in the person who constantly needs reassurance, the person who changes personality depending on who they're around, the person who becomes defensive the moment they're challenged. Over time, those small behaviors quietly shape the way people see you. Because real respect is not built through performance, it's built through stability. So if you genuinely want to become somebody people respect, there are a few things you need to understand. First, stop needing everybody to like you. When somebody constantly seeks approval, people subconsciously stop seeing them as grounded. Because approval seeking changes people. It makes them hesitate before speaking honestly. It makes them tolerate behavior they dislike, and eventually, they stop acting like themselves completely. Respected people understand something important. Not everybody will like you. Some people will misunderstand you, and that's normal. The moment you stop building your personality around other people's reactions, you become calmer, more honest, more emotionally stable, and stability creates respect. Second, become comfortable with silence. Most people speak constantly because silence exposes insecurity. They rush to fill every quiet moment, interrupt people, over-explain themselves, react instantly. But highly respected people usually behave differently. They pause before responding, they listen carefully, and because of that, their words carry more weight. Calmness communicates strength far more than aggression ever will. Especially today, when most people react before thinking, judge before understanding, speak before reflecting. But emotional control is rare, and rare qualities naturally stand out. Think about it honestly. Who feels stronger, the person who loses control over every inconvenience, or the person who stays composed under pressure? A lot of people mistake emotional reactions for strength. They think anger is power, that being aggressive makes them look confident, but most of the time, it does the opposite. Because somebody who cannot control themselves rarely appears powerful. They appear controlled by emotion, and people notice that immediately. Third, become competent. Because real confidence is not created by pretending, it's created through evidence, through repeatedly proving to yourself that you're capable. A person who is disciplined, reliable, skilled, and emotionally controlled naturally commands more respect because their confidence is built on reality, not performance. This is why self-improvement matters. Learn useful skills, exercise, read more, keep promises to yourself, do difficult things consistently. Because every time you do something your weaker self wanted to avoid, you build self-respect. And people can feel self-respect almost immediately. You notice it in the way somebody speaks, the way they carry themselves, the way they don't desperately need attention from everyone around them. Another important thing, set boundaries. A lot of people unintentionally teach others to disrespect them by accepting behavior they know is wrong, staying silent to avoid conflict, allowing people to repeatedly cross lines they never should have crossed. But respected people usually have standards, not because they think they're superior, but because they value their peace enough to protect it. And finally, understand that respect is earned slowly, not through pretending to be alpha, and not through forcing people to admire you. Real respect is built quietly through consistency, integrity, discipline, self-control. Because eventually, people begin trusting your character, and that's what respect really is. Trust in who somebody is when there's nothing to gain. So maybe the real question is not, how do I make people respect me? But, if somebody experienced my habits, behavior, and character closely, would I genuinely respect myself?